Hello Aries, welcome to a timeless Justice for Aries reading where we discuss however the topic of justice would like to be talked about or triggered in the views of Sekhmet, one of the sister energies that I read for. Bear in mind that in reading for this type of energy, the terminology of how you define justice may be of like or dislike, and you may feel triggered. You may feel that the messages are either merciful or merciless, and please bear in mind that it is more or less the style of the reading and the way the energies want to be disclosed. It is imperative that you utilize your discernment to take all the pieces of the reading that belong to you and leave behind with the reading anything that may not have resonated. Alright, Justice for Aries reading. A bit more about me is that I am 7th, aka Master 7th, that reads these energies for you. Should you want to know who she is, what I'm all about, there is some details in the description box below for your viewing pleasures and reading pleasures. Should you want to travel between either of my channels, there are various links in the description box as well to help you navigate in doing so. Feminine and masculine energies are non-gender specific. However, please remember femininity encapsulates feminine and masculine energies, and masculinity also encapsulates feminine and masculine energies. I was gonna say there's a lot of it's good, it's clean. Clean is good. We're liking it, I'm hearing. However, there's a lot of anxiety trying to maybe determine whether or not you feel good or not. It's like there's like, I don't know how to explain it. There's like almost like an outer body experiences, but this outer body experience is very emotional one, but it's so detached from the former version of you. All right, anyway. Starting off here with 7 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Like, there you go. That's the emotional part. All right. Like you feel invigorated and sparked, and you're teetering whether or not you're clear-minded or not. And it is an important internal self-awareness of transformation happening for you and your consciousness. And that emotion that is allowing you to lean into this newfound state of euphoria, to allow it to give you residual emotional triggers so that you can also detox that. In detoxing that, you become more I'm hearing the word foreboding. I'm also hearing more flighty, meaning like airy in the form of allowing space to be drawn before you reach decisions. There's a lot going on there. But it's internal. It's you finally have mastered in a way to kind of navigate trials and tribulations that are happening in the external chaos of your life. You're realizing, oh shit, there's a whole narrative happening on the inside. If I explore this narrative on the inside, this should give me also results. Look at that death card. There's a there's whew. It's powerful. It's transformative beyond your wildest imagination, I'm hearing. It's transformative sense of belonging to something outside of your immediate longitude and latitude geolocation. I like that. I mean, you know, a lot of quote unquote misfortunate events unfolded maybe for this state to occur. However, to give that experience a chance to showcase its positivity is to honor that difficulty, to honor that trigger, to honor that whatever that is. Okay, it is very important for undisclosed information of what you will not talk about, what you will not discuss, what you keep near and dear, and think that you get away with having it so close to you that you will not be that you won't stand out for doing this is obviously, if this resonated, not true, because you can do something this fundamental with yourself. And if I resonated with you or you with me, then it's proof in a pudding that there is external validation to the internal state. And the journey to it or from is occurring at this time. All right, there's an energy to be read, so it has to be somewhat trickling all the way over here in order for these energies to be interpreted as they are. So keep that in mind as you navigate between internal, external challenges of individualism, authenticity, and the fight to get you there. Because that's where some of you have had some rude awakenings. Okay, that's a death card to come in, rude awakenings, to get that sense of self-acknowledgement here. I'm laughing because the words that immediately want to be taken, like to feel grateful, to feel the law of attraction and manifestation unfold, and your goals met, and checkbox, 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 is like the feel of the external attraction to desire. Let's, however, keep it funky to knowing that there's an internal dialogue happening to get that in place, for that to have been revealed or to be revealed. That's what true judgment is. That the energy around those choices, the unparalleled parallelism of yeses versus nos, and just the bookends of life. It hurts. Six of Swords. It hurts in a place where you like I'm laughing because someone does not want this to be as real as it may come across as. Like, you might be blown out of the water for this to be the topic at hand at this moment. That this is being revealed. That whatever teetering topic you thought it was, that it is not, and that it is actually is the root of the topic of what you thought it was. You didn't think it was going to be this quote-unquote deep. But again, let's keep it fresh and funky. This depthness only comes from the revelation of the teetering layers of thought processes, or none. So, however they have been entertained or not entertained is the level of threshold of quote-unquote depthness. You might be taking this in the ego's ear. It's the Six of Swords that is very exact in delivering this message, by the way, because that's where it hurts. It hurts the mind to be penetrated with possible truths that if you polish them, if you finite them, they will bring such clarity to situations that they automatically move you, whether or not you like the move. That's part of the struggle of the unparallelisms and parallelisms and vice versa of decisions. Someone's thinking of a new pet. All right, we have the Knight of Cups. Two of Swords with the Two of Wands. That's the decision making. The 2 here on the table. Under the table is what I accidentally said. That's interesting. It's the under wraps. The things that are thought about, not thought about, rejected, denied, seen, unknown, intuitive versus not intuitive, karmic versus divine. Pull and push towards the parallelisms and unparallelisms here that are stacking up this individualism of total fight or flight. What and who are you? What and who are you? Aries, Aries, Aries. There's a level of you give yourself a lot of headache because there's an intelligence that you know, which is the emotional intelligence factor. And then there's the intelligence of which you'll show up for, which is the logical materialism of an ego approach to your characteristic and development. Those two have a very hard time of keeping a sense of equilibrium with one another. This is where there's a teetering line between feeling successful in life, but then feeling a spiritual pressure that there's something aloof with all the successes and all the actual gratitude that there is nothing wrong. There's literally nothing wrong in certain aspects of somebody's life here, but then there's a pressure. There's a pressure. And this pressure is getting more and more dense, more and more impactful. And if you take that pressure and you gaslight that, that will come back and bite you in the ass. And the reason why I say it with such decisiveness is because the Death card here proves that there is a mega intelligence about the whole implosions of what you think you don't know and what you think you do know. There's an intelligence factor of that. So the more or less saying there's no wrong that you can do, because even if there's rights or wrongs, you'll know how to right your wrongs, and you know to accept the rightful things that come off wrong. There's a uber intelligence over this. Then there is a unfortunately I'm hearing the narcissistic appeal to your ego that bites back in you being an Aries, power hungry of explosive first impression energy. And that sometimes is unruly even for you. And to come into terms with that is a journey for yourself, whether that is an emotional journey, whether that's a physical journey, whether that's both a physical and emotional journey, whether that's a spiritual, emotional, and physical journey, one or the other or all three. That's up to your decision making. That's up to your own personal desires, what you will ask, what you will listen to. So closing out notes here for you is individuality, Aquarius, taking the images and however the impression of that makes you resonate. We have fire, burn. We have earth, grow. And we have Libra, balance. That being said, I'm wishing you a wonderful morning and or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space, and may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.